sad news to report after Saliva founding guitar player Wayne Swinny has passed away at the age of 59 after suffering a brain hemorrhage. The news comes only a day after he was admitted to the ICU during the band's current headline tour following a performance in Nashville on Monday night. The announcement of Wayne's death was made by the band in a social media statement on Wednesday night, writing, "It is with great sadness that we report the passing of our brother Wayne Swinny. Wayne passed away this afternoon from a spontaneous brain hemorrhage while we were out on tour. Details for the funeral arrangements will be announced shortly. Wayne will be missed by all those who knew him. We love you, Wayne." Just hours before Wayne's death was announced, the band made a statement regarding Wayne's hospitalization, saying, quote, "Our dear brother Wayne Swinny was discovered Tuesday morning in medical distress and paramedics were called. He was transported to a hospital where he was diagnosed with a spontaneous hemorrhage in his brain. He is currently in the ICU as we await further news. We ask that you keep him in your thoughts and prayers at this time." Tributes from band members and those close to him have already started pouring in, with current Saliva vocalist Bobby Amaru writing, "I'm not even sure what to think or how to feel right now. My heart aches for Wayne's family, his friends, and anyone who had the joy of being around him. My heart aches for his daughter Nikki. He loved that little girl so much. He was a guitar hero on stage with all the rock and roll swag that most guitar players dream of. Off stage, he was a proud father, an ancient aliens expert, and an incredible human who had zero enemies. He would go out of his way to make sure you had a good time. I'm grateful that I got to share almost 12 years of my life with Wayne on the stage, and most importantly, off the stage. He was the older brother I never had. I learned so much from him, and we had a fucking blast together. I will cherish it all for the rest of my life. God bless you, Wayne. I know we'll meet again." Original Saliva singer Josey Scott's wife, Kendra Lynette, has also released a statement saying, quote, "We are in complete shock and heartbreak over the death of our brother Wayne Swinny. Josey referred to him as his musical soulmate. You wouldn't have found a guy with a better sense of humor than Wayne. Please be in prayer for his family and all of his brothers in the music industry. This is a huge loss." This is, of course, very unfortunate news, and I believe Wayne has been suffering from various health issues for a number of years. As I recall, Saliva canceling multiple tours and performances over the years ago, although nothing recently, I don't think, but most of those were due, at least in part, to some of Wayne's health issues. I also want to mention that I think Saliva is truly a very underrated, great hard rock band. They're one of the few bands that had to replace their original singer, and they were lucky enough to find a guy, Bobby Amaru, he's got a different style than Josey. He injected it into the band and he made things his own. But when it came to playing Josey's stuff live, he totally fucking killed it. He brought it every single time. And the records that they did with Bobby are fucking phenomenal, just as good as the older stuff with Josey. As far as Wayne goes, not only did he carry a great rock and roll swagger, as Bobby mentioned in his tribute, but especially when you compare him to that of his peers from that same style and era, I believe Wayne had a very distinct guitar tone. And if you had a blind lineup in front of you with all the other guitar players from bands at that time period, you could easily identify Wayne from all the other early 2000s rock guitarists. I met him once or twice over the years as well, and he was a super cool guy, so rest in peace, Wayne, and all the best to his family, friends, and fans. All right, though, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.